As is a tradition on this channel, happy Mario Day. Every Mario Day I make a top 10 list about Mario. This year is no different. Now you all got your Mario characters such as Mario and Luigi, you got Yoshi, you got Bowser, Peach, Toad, all those characters. Hell, even characters like the Goombas or Koopa Troopas are iconic enough. What about these characters? These characters are oftenly forgotten because they're just not talked about at all. So, that's what I'll be counting down here. Welcome to Top 10 of Forgotten Mario Characters. Happy Mario Day. Before you watch this list, be sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. And you'll be great. You probably knew this character is going to be on the list when you clicked on this video, but that's actually why he barely makes the list. I'm of course talking about Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. This was the only time he appeared in a Mario game, unless I'm on some mushrooms, no pun intended, and I'm forgetting in a small appearance. But that's because he was originally a Doki Doki Panic character, which was originally Super Mario Bros. 2, and not originally a Mario character. It'll still be cool to see him return in a Mario game, as it's been 30 years since he appeared in one with a major role. Recently, he did appear in Smash Ultimate as a spirit, so at least Nintendo hasn't completely forgotten about him. This is probably the latest character of all these characters, as in his first appearance was probably the latest out of all these characters on the list, but he only appeared in one game. One Mario game, at least. And that game was pretty forgettable, being Mario Party 8. So you can imagine why MC Ballyhoo is on this list. MC Ballyhoo is basically, for lack of a better word, the narrator of Mario Party 8. So he's in it quite a lot, actually. It just doesn't help that this is a very forgettable game, and MC Ballyhoo didn't really save it. What's strange is that Nintendo hasn't forgotten about him at all, appearing as a trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl and in Wii U, as well as a spirit in Ultimate. Yeah, this means he's appeared in more Smash Bros. Games than he has in Mario games. Damn. We got another character from Super Mario Bros. 2, an early boss being Mouser. He appears a few times in the game, but he still is often forgotten. He's also kind of a very easy boss in the game as well. His problems are basically the same as Wart, but I decided to put Mouser higher because many people talk about how Wart should be brought back. In other words, Wart isn't completely forgotten by everyone. However, no one says anything about Mouser. It's weird too, because he made an appearance in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you remember that, and had his own Nintendo comic titled A Mouser in the Houser. So, Nintendo was trying to push him a lot. I guess they stopped. Now, Geno is not on this list because it seems people actually remember him, especially when it comes to stuff like Smash. Man, do I keep bringing up Smash. However, one character that is often forgotten is Mallow. Strangely enough, Mallow is pretty much just as significant to Super Mario RPG as Geno is, yet Geno is a fan favorite and Mallow sorta got left in the dust. Mallow is a character that joins Mario's team in Super Mario RPG along with the aforementioned Geno, Peach, Bowser, and of course, Mario himself. I guess it's because Mallow really only made it in Super Mario RPG. That was his only appearance. When Geno also cameoed, at least he cameoed, in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Or maybe it's because Super Mario RPG hasn't really been re-released that much. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think it is. Super Mario Land games on the Game Boy were different. I still like them, but they are different. One thing is that they don't even have Bowser as the villain. Instead, they got a dude who's sort of an alien named Tatanga. He's a space alien that is the main villain of Mario Land 1 and 2, and he actually captures Daisy. Sorry about that noise if you heard that, but he captures Daisy, not Peach. She wasn't in these games, but he captures Daisy in the game. Aside from Super Mario Land 1 and 2, Tatanga has appeared in nothing else. I almost feel like if Nintendo didn't include him as a spirit in Smash Ultimate, I feel like, you know, they might have even forgotten that he exists. Seriously, nothing. Remember Mario Party Advance? Yeah, me neither. One character that was in that game is Mushbert. And he's very obscure. Yeah, that's his name, Mushbert. He's the dude in the middle of the screen. Or maybe I just showed his render. I don't know. So obscure that since Mario Party Advance is so boring, I didn't even have the patience to play the game to where you see Mushbert. So I had to look up footage of him in the game. The problem is that I couldn't even find any footage of him. So I went on Google Images to find screenshots of him in the game, but I couldn't find any of that either. That's why I'm showing you a photo of all the sprites in the game zooming in on Mushbert's face. Because that's all I found. There isn't much else to say about Mushbert, but he's so obscure that I couldn't find anything for him. So, to me, that deserves a spot on the list. We go from one Mario Party character to another. Koopa Kid. Yep. Okay, unlike with Mushbert, I was actually able to find things for this character. And he's actually playable in Mario Party 6. Yeah, he's actually playable. However, by looking at his design, one may make the mistake of thinking he's Bowser Jr. just without the bib. Whatever the f that is. He's actually a separate character entirely, however. I don't even know why this separate character was even introduced, because 2 years earlier, they first introduced Bowser Jr., so he was still a bit of a newcomer. They could have just had Bowser Jr. in this game. And I guess no one remembers him because he just looks like Bowser Jr. I'm sure many people look at him and it's like, oh, it's just Bowser Jr. Just looks a bit weird. Anyways, Koopa Kid was taken out of the next Mario Party game and was never to be seen in a playable role again. Even though Wrecking Crew doesn't have the name Mario anywhere in the title, it's still a Mario game because, well, you play as Mario. So the main villain, known as Foreman Spike, is a forgotten Mario character. Foreman Spike isn't really even a villain, he just really dislikes Mario, so that's a change of pace. This character is rather unknown because Wrecking Crew is not really big in the eyes of many Mario fans. It's just a weird and rather forgettable game, but Foreman Spike should make some sort of a return. A few months ago, Nintendo renewed the trademark for Wrecking Crew, So maybe we can see an appearance. I'm not saying a new Wrecking Crew game, but in Mario Kart DS, Waluigi has a crane as a vehicle. Perhaps a reference to Foreman Spike. Okay, we are back to Super Mario RPG. If it's a game where some of the characters don't even belong to Nintendo anymore, you're probably guaranteed to be on this list. Anyways, sure, Bowser is in this game, but he's actually not the main villain. The main villain is a dude named Smithy. Smithy doesn't even look like a Mario character. He looks like a character from a Square Enix RPG, which he is. Super Mario RPG is a Square Enix game and a Nintendo game. But he's also still a Mario character, as this is a Mario game. He is probably unknown for the same reasons as Mallow, but unlike Mallow, I think Nintendo might have forgotten about Smithy, because he's not even a spirit in Smash Ultimate, something that some of these other characters at least are. Smithy is another character that I feel needs a comeback. But who can be number one? But before we get to number one, let's look at some honorable mentions. Hey, remember when I said I couldn't find anything for Mushbert? Well, look what happens when I Google Osama from Super Mario Brothers. Yep, just one photo of the actual character, and the rest are of Osama bin Laden. In BS Super Mario Bros. USA, which is a Satellaview version of Super Mario Brothers, not something that came out of a bull's asshole. The main location is Subcon, and the king of Subcon is known as Osama. He is so obscure that there is nothing when I search up his name anywhere. At least with Mushbert, I was able to find a JPEG of him on his own, but Osama can't find even any photos on his own, let alone at all. This photo that you see right now, plus like another one, was it. Not to mention, he was only in a game that only released in Japan, and this character is probably forgotten in Japan as well, making this character easily my pick for the most forgotten Mario character. But I want to know what you think. Do you remember any of these characters? Do you think that these aren't forgotten characters and I'm just stupid and I need to know the definition of forgotten? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time, and happy Mario Day! Remember Super Mario Advance? Shit. That was a good game. Remember Mario Advance?